It was November 24, 1971, a chilly autumn evening, when a man known as D.B. Cooper stepped onto Flight 305, a Boeing 727 aircraft operated by Northwest Airlines. The plane, bound for Seattle, took off from Portland International Airport at 3:07 p.m. As the aircraft soared into the sky, Cooper, dressed in a business suit, handed a flight attendant a note claiming he had a bomb and demanding 00000 in cash for parachutes and a fuel truck ready to refuel the plane upon arrival at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. The crew, unaware of the true nature of the threat, complied with Cooper/S demands, and the plane landed in Seattle to collect the ransom and prepare for takeoff. As the FBI launched an investigation into the hijacking, they began to piece together the events of that fateful day. Agents interviewed the flight crew and passengers, gathering descriptions of Cooper and his actions on the plane. They also collected evidence, including the clip-on tie and a cigarette but left behind by the hijacker. The FBI/S initial theory was that Cooper was an experienced skydiver, given his request for parachutes and his apparent knowledge of the aircraft/S capabilities. But as the investigation continued, it became clear that Cooper/S true identity and motives remained shrouded in mystery. At around 8:13 p.m., Cooper jumped from the plane/S rear stairwell, plummeting into the darkness of the Washington wilderness. The crew, who had been instructed to fly the plane to Mexico City, reported that Cooper had jumped from the aircraft at an altitude of around 10,000 feet. The FBI later determined that Cooper had likely jumped over the woods of southwestern Washington, near the town of Ariel. But despite an extensive search effort, no signs of Cooper or his parachuting gear were ever found. As the years passed, numerous theories emerged about Cooper/S true identity and fate. Some believed he was a disgruntled airline employee or a former military paratrooper. Others thought he might have been a thrill-seeker or a publicity hound. The FBI investigated hundreds of leads, but none of them panned out. In 1978, a boy named Brian Ingram found 800 of Cooper/S ransom money in the Columbia River, which some believed was evidence that Cooper had survived the jump and hidden the cash. But the mystery remained unsolved, and Cooper/S true identity continued to elude authorities. The FBI/S investigation into the D.B. Cooper hijacking was one of the most extensive in the agency/S history. Agents scoured the countryside, searching for any sign of Cooper or his parachuting gear. They interviewed thousands of people, including skydiving instructors, airline employees, and residents of the areas where Cooper was believed to have jumped. The FBI also analyzed the evidence they had collected, including the clip-on tie and the cigarette, but they were unable to find any matches in their databases. One of the most intriguing aspects of the D.B. Cooper case is the parachute he used to jump from the plane. The FBI later determined that the parachute was a military-style NB-6, which was not commonly used by skydivers at the time. This led some to speculate that Cooper might have had military training or experience. But despite numerous leads, the FBI was unable to find any evidence of Cooper/S parachuting background or how he obtained the NB-6 parachute. The ransom money, which Cooper had demanded in $0 bills, was a crucial piece of evidence in the investigation. The FBI had recorded the serial numbers of the bills, hoping to track them down if they were ever spent or deposited. But despite numerous sightings of the bills over the years, none of them were ever definitively linked to Cooper. The discovery of 800 of the ransom money in the Columbia River in 1978 was a significant development, but it raised more questions than answers. The D.B. Cooper hijacking has become a legendary tale in American true crime history. Cooper/S daring heist and subsequent disappearance have captivated the public/S imagination, inspiring numerous books, films, and documentaries. The case has also had a lasting impact on the aviation industry, leading to significant changes in airline security procedures. But despite the passing of decades, the mystery of D.B. Cooper remains unsolved, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and speculation. In recent years, new leads and theories have emerged in the D.B. Cooper case. In 2017, a team of researchers claimed to have identified Cooper as a man named Robert Rackstraw, a former Army paratrooper. But the FBI has not confirmed this theory, and the case remains open. Other researchers have suggested that Cooper might have been a woman or a group of people working together. As the investigation continues, it is clear that the mystery of D.B. Cooper is far from solved. The D.B. Cooper hijacking is a reminder that, even in the age of advanced technology and forensic science, some mysteries may never be fully solved. Cooper/S daring heist and subsequent disappearance have left behind a trail of clues, but the truth about his identity and fate remains elusive. As we conclude our journey into the world of D.B. Cooper, we are left with more questions than answers. What drove Cooper to commit such a brazen crime? Did he survive the jump, or did he meet a tragic end? The mystery of D.B. Cooper will continue to fascinate and intrigue us, a reminder of the power of human ingenuity and the enduring allure of the unknown.